Are you ready to test your English verbal reasoning skills? Here's the question where you need to build English business word using 9 letters on the screen. The letters are K, M, N, A, E, I, G, R, T. The key condition here is that you need to use each letter only once. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the word. Do you think you need more time? I'm gonna give you a quick hint. The word represents the process of identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customer needs and wants through the creation, promotion, and distribution of goods and services. Do you know it? I'm pretty sure you figured it out by now. The answer is marketing. Marketing involves understanding of customer behavior, market research, product development, pricing strategies, advertising and promotions, sales and distribution. Do you see any other conditions that would meet the criteria? Please make sure to post your answer in comments. Let me share with you some interesting facts about fast food industry that you might consider bringing up to your hiring manager during the job interview and assessment test. Number 1 is that the largest fast food chain in the world is Subway, with over 42,000 locations in 100 countries. Number 2 is that the most popular fast food item in America is French fry. Number 3 is that the world's largest McDonald's restaurant is located in Orlando, Florida, and it has 19,000 square feet. Number 4 is that the first drive-through restaurant was created in 1948, and it was called In-N-Out Burger. And last but not least, number 5 is that the original Burger King restaurant was initially called Insta Burger King and was opened in Miami, Florida in 1954. Consider bringing up any one of these interesting facts to your hiring manager during the job interview to increase your chances of being hired. And now let's continue to get you ready for the assessment test. Here's an amazing question to test your analytical skills and spatial reasoning. You're presented with the 3/4 of the circle, and you need to find the missing quarter. You have to select the missing item out of 4 possible choices. Choices A, B, C, and D. Take a close look at the colors, look at other elements to see if you can come up with the solution. Are you ready? I'm going to move forward and share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. If you're a frequent visitor to this channel, which you probably are, you were well aware that to solve these types of challenges, you need to understand the pattern. And the pattern here is that with each clockwise move, color segment moves to the outside. Let's look at the example. For 3 segments that we see on the screen, let's assign the clock values. For example, we will have 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and 10 o'clock sections. Now, let's take a close look at the green section at 5 o'clock. When we move to 7 o'clock section, it becomes second from the outside. And when we move to the 10 o'clock section, it becomes the most outside section. But color moving to the outside is not the only pattern here. The second pattern is that with each clockwise move, number of dots in each section alternates between 3 and 4, but only on the most outside segments. Let's take a close look. If you look at the yellow segment at 5 o'clock, you see that there are 3 dots. Then we move at the 7 o'clock segment, and you see that the blue one has 4 dots. Next one, green segment, has 3 dots again, which means that the missing section should have 4 dots. Knowing these 2 patterns, let's select the missing section. If we follow the pink segment in the 7 o'clock section, you see that it's in the 3rd position. When we move to 10 o'clock section, it's in the 2nd position, which means that in the missing segment, it should be in the most outside position. There are 3 choices that match this logic. Choices A, C, and D. All of them have pink segment on the outside, but only choice A has 4 dots on the outside. So the correct answer is choice A. Did you get to the same solution? If not, please make sure to post your answer and rationale in comments. Let me share with you some interesting facts about legal profession you might consider bringing up to the hiring manager to increase your chances of being hired. Number 1 is that the word attorney comes from the Latin word aeternatus, which means appointed or designated. The second interesting fact is that the first female lawyer in the United States was Arabella Mansfield, who was admitted to the Iowa bar in 1869. Another interesting fact, number 3, is that the oldest known legal code is the code of Ur-Nammu, which dates back to ancient Sumeria, and it was written around 2100 BC. The highest paid lawyer in the world is the managing partner of the Watchell, Lipton, Rosen & Katz, who makes over $11 million a year. Number 5 interesting fact you can bring up during the job interview was that the longest lasting trial was over 20 years, and then the shortest trial in history was only 11 minutes. Number 6 interesting fact about legal profession is that in some countries, lawyers are required to wear wigs and gowns when appearing in court. And last but not least, number 7 interesting fact is that in the United States, it's illegal for lawyers to solicit clients in person or by phone. And now let's continue to get you ready for the assessment test. Calculating missing items is one of my favorite questions, especially considering the fact that calculations are very simple. You're presented with 2 rows of values. The first row contains values 1, C, 5, and then comes the missing value. In the second row contains values A, 3, E, and then comes the missing value. You need to select the calculated combination out of 4 different choices. Choice A, G7. Choice B, B3. Choice C, F6. And last but not least, choice D, H8. Take a close look to see if you can do the calculations. Consider pausing the video to better understand the question, because on my end, I am moving forward to share with you my version of the solution. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to show in comments. I believe the correct answer here is choice A, G7. And here's why. I see the pattern that every letter here is skipped. Let's take a look. If we start with the bottom letter A, then comes letter B, but then we see letter C in the second column. Then comes letter D, which is skipped, and then we see the letter E, which means that the letter F will be skipped, and we will see the letter G. Same is true for the numbers, because only odd numbers are displayed. We see numbers 1, 3, and 5. Numbers 2, 4, and 6 are skipped, which means that the missing number is 7. This is why I believe the correct choice here is choice A, G7. Did you figure it out? Or maybe you have a better solution? Please make sure to post your answer and solution in comments. One of the very frequent questions we get on this channel is how to improve your pattern recognition skills. One of the key ways is to use your imagination. You can use imagination to visualize items in your mind, and this is one of the most powerful techniques. Let's take a close look at the example. Here, you're required to build English business word, and you need to use all the letters only once. If you look closely and try to visualize and build the answer in your mind, you can mentally connect the letters and get to the correct answer, which is the word management. It might be hard to do it initially, but if you do crosswords and puzzles, you can improve your skills and get better at this with practice. Do you have any other interesting techniques that you can share? Please make sure to post them in comments so we can all learn. Here's an interesting question where you need to find the missing number. You're presented with the set of numbers 4, 9, 20, 8, 5, 14, 10, 3, and then comes the missing number. You need to select or calculate the missing number out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 4. Choice B, 11. Choice C, 13. And choice D, 34. Take a close look at this 3x3 matrix to see if you can come up with the solution. I hope by now you have a good understanding of the problem, and maybe pause this video trying to solve it, because on my end I'm moving forward to share with you my version of the solution. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. And the pattern here is that the manipulation with the left and the middle number calculate right column's number. Basically, in each row, the third number is the sum of half of the first number and 2 times the second number. Let's look at the specific calculations. The first row has numbers 4, 9, and 20. 4 divided by 2 plus 9 multiplied by 2 equals 2 plus 18 and equals 20, which is exactly the number in the third column. Second row contains numbers 8, 5, and 14. 8 divided by 2 plus 5 multiplied by 2 equals 4 plus 10 and equals 14. And now we are ready to calculate the missing number. 10 divided by 2 plus 3 multiplied by 2 equals 5 plus 6 and equals 11. So the correct choice here is choice B, 11. Do you have a better answer? Please make sure to share your thoughts and rationale in comments. Here's the problem for you to test your business math skills as well as attention to details. You need to calculate the value by multiplying number of coins in the cent clock by the number of dollar signs. You need to select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 190, choice B, 200, choice C, 210, and last but not least, choice D, 230. Once you complete the calculations, please make sure to post your answer and calculations in comments so I can give you my feedback. Thanks for participating and good luck. Here's a rather unexpected question you might frequently see on the test. You need to determine during which period revenue declined, and you're presented with the profit and loss chart that covers periods from 2018 to 2024. On the chart, you see 3 lines representing revenue, expenses, and taxes. And you need to select the final answer out of 4 different choices. Choice A, the period between 2018 and 2020. Choice B, the period between 2019 and 2020. Choice C, the period between 2020 and 2021. And choice D, the period between 2023 and 2024. Give yourself a little bit of time, maybe pause this video to see if you can come up with the solution. I'm pretty sure that by now you found it, but I'm going to move forward and reveal you my version of the solution anyway. And if you know the better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. The way I see it is that the revenue goes down between the period of 2020 and 2021, which is represented by the blue line. In 2020, the revenue was about 9.5 units, and then in 2021, it went down to approximately 8.5 units. All other highlighted periods in the question indicate revenue increases. Did you see it differently? Please make sure to post your answer in comments. And now I have something that maybe you were not expecting. Here's the practice question for you. You need to find the missing number, and you're presented with 4 scales. 3 scales have items on the left side and the number on the right side to make them equal. And 4th scale only has items on the left and missing number on the right in the form of question mark. You need to calculate the question mark out of 4 different choices. Choice A, 60, choice B, 65, choice C, 70, and then last but not least, choice D, 75. Take a close look, maybe pause this video for 10 to 15 seconds to see if you can come up with the solution. Once you're ready, please make sure to post your answer in the comments so I can give you my feedback. Thanks for participating and good luck. Here's the phenomenal question to test your spatial reasoning skills. You need to select the matching combination which fits into this object, and you need to do the selection out of 4 possible choices. Choices A, B, C, and D. Take a close look, maybe pause this video to see if you can find the perfect combo. Are you ready? Let me share with you my version of the solution, and I'm also going to share some tips and tricks question designers used here to confuse you. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. I believe the correct answer here is choice B, and let me explain you why. If we rearrange shapes in the answer and try to fit them in one by one, we get into the perfect fit. Let's fit the first shape, second shape, and then the third shape. Do you see how it fits perfectly? Obviously, the trick is to mentally move the shapes, trying to fit them into position until you find the correct answer. And it's hard to do it during the test. Let me show you one little trick here, how you can eliminate some of the answers. Let's look closely onto the target object. If we count all the small squares, we get to the 13 squares. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 squares. But let's look at the choice A. choice A has only 12 small squares, which would mean that choice A doesn't fit perfectly. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see how easy it is to eliminate choice 12 by just counting small squares? Another trick question designers are used is colors. If you look closely, target shapes are of a different colors just to make it harder for you to visualize and find the right set of shapes, which means that colors do not contribute to the pattern detection. Do you know any other tricks of solving these types of challenges? Please make sure to post them in comments. And now I have a surprise question for you. For this question, I am not going to share the answer, but instead you need to be able to come up with the solution on your own and post your answer in comments. You need to find the next item in the sequence, and you're presented with the sequence of 3 rainbows. Each object you see in the sequence has items on the top as well as squares at the bottom, and you need to select the next item in the sequence out of 4 different choices. Choices A, B, C, and D. Take a close look, make sure to post your answer in comments, and I'll give you my feedback. Thanks for participating and good luck. One of the questions I love the most are the ones with the missing shape. You're presented with 3 by 3 matrix. 8 of the 9 matrix's squares have shapes, and there's one where shape is missing. You need to find the missing shape by looking at 4 different choices. Choices A, B, C, and D. Please take a close look to see if you can come up with the solution. Are you ready? Because I am moving forward to share with you my version. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. Let me first add some references to the matrix. We will name columns A, B, and C, and we will name rows 1, 2, and 3. And you probably noticed here, but column C values represent shaded intersection of column A shapes. And considering this, column B values are just a distraction and do not influence answer in any way. For example, C1 shape is just a reflection of A1 shape with the crossed shaded areas. Same with the relationship between the C2 and A2 shapes. Considering this, the correct choice here is choice B, where triangle and square are intersecting, and there's a shaded gray area on the intersection. Do you have a better solution? Please make sure to post it in comments. Thanks for watching. If the content was helpful, please give us a like and consider subscribing. This is the way for you to tell us that you need more content like this, and we'll make sure to deliver it for you in the future. For links and resources referenced in this video, please check the description. You can also go directly to our website, howtoanalyzedata.net, to find what you're looking for and download the materials. We really thank you for your endorsement, support, and patronage of this channel. Please leave feedback, suggestions, or corrections in comments. And all the best on your journey. I'll see you in my next video.